You know, there has been a positive, and I know it's hard to find them, but with the coronavirus, there has been more of an emphasis on the health and the safety of our senior loved ones. If you need professional help, there's a lot of moving parts here. Elder advisors, don't go broke in a nursing home. We are rejoined once again by Larry Weiss and Steve Langdon. That's what it's all about. It's about if you have the right information, you can save those assets, right, Larry?
Absolutely. And first, I got to do it. You know, things go better with Coke, and that's according to Marvin and Barbara. I don't want to give their last name, that'd be too much. But I had to kind of be Barbara's advocate yesterday. Marvin was getting a little uppity, so I had to kind of backstop Barbara for her. So I love you guys. I told you to give you a shout out. Live, Wave 3 Listens Live with Larry Weiss, co-starring John Ramsey. Yes, that's correct, John.
For those who want to attend one of your free workshops, the website is certainly apropos. You can sign up now. You've got a new venue, is that right?
Yes, for the month of June, we're delighted to have keynote speaker, Esquire, Tammy just said, did you say escort? No, Esquire,
no.
Stephen P. Langdon, our elder law superstar attorney at the Radisson in Clarksville. We're one of the big ballrooms, John, so we got plenty of room to move around. If people want to dance, they can do that. And of course, Steve will be there as well on the legal component, so you don't go broke in a nursing home. And certainly we'll be following all the CDC protocols, but things are opening up and we're delighted. Our business tempo has increased tremendously just in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we felt it was the right time to go and get back to the workshop format. But for June, we are at the Radisson, which is right next to Derby Dinner Playhouse across from Tom Stinnett RV. So it's centrally located for all of Kentuckiana, so you don't go broke in a nursing home. Right, Steve Langdon?
Yeah, I can't wait to get back.
Lots
You
of
are so
room.
good looking, Steve.
Freeworkshop.com. Freeworkshop.com. It's there on your screen. Now, Steve Langdon, you have been a successful attorney in this area for quite some time. What kind of things will you discuss? What kind of things can people learn?
Oh, we're going to talk about power of attorney. Just so many different things that we can talk about. The most important thing probably is we'll take questions. Yeah. You got some questions, we'll be able to answer them for you. It'll be a great time. Talk about power of attorney, talk about how do we protect our assets from the nursing home. We don't want anybody out there, I've been through it personally, nobody else out there ever needs to go broke in that nursing home. So there's lots of things we can do. We'll talk about it, tell stories, answer questions. It's very educational, and the best thing about it is it costs how much?
It's a free workshop.
Yep, freeworkshop.com. Larry, you obviously keep it entertaining, but the information is important because if people aren't aware of the rules, if you do not know the rules, then you can be, for lack of a better term, you can be taken advantage of, right?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because there's 2 emotional components that we deal with. One is just the stress, and we're delighted to have, I think it's Tina visiting us Friday back here in the studio at Wave 3 Listens Live with Larry Weiss, guest starring John Ramsey. She's going to talk about more of that component of the stress as a counselor because this is tough stuff. And certainly on the financial component for husband and wife, working with the elder law superstar attorney Steve Langdon, we can protect all the assets for a husband and wife. If it's a single person, about half of the assets, and half of something is better than all of nothing. And Kentuckiana, keep your mind open. Forget about the barbershop law, forget about the beauty shop law, because it's almost always wrong. It may be well-intentioned, but it's wrong. What they tried to do in Illinois 5 years ago will not work in Kentuckiana today. That's why we're inviting everybody to come out next Monday and Tuesday at the Radisson in Clarksville, right next to Derby Dinner Playhouse, across from Tom Stinnett RV, in our huge ballroom. Dance, sleep, whatever you want to do, we'll be there showing you strategies so you don't go broke in a nursing home because you don't have to.
Yeah, plenty of room. Leave that up there. Yeah, leave that up for a sec, because now, folks, this always gets everyone's attention. You're going, why is this information so important? Steve, you've dealt with this for so long. Tell them, how much money can you go through in a month in a nursing home?
Oh, look, I mean, you're going through anywhere from $7,000 to $9,000 a month. On average per year, you're going to blow through about $100,000 per year. And it's absolutely not necessary. You don't have to do that. There's so many strategies out there that you can take advantage of, just working within the rules of Medicaid to make sure you're protected. Look, when I went through it, I had caseworkers at Medicaid, I had business office managers at nursing homes telling me that my brother had to lose everything before he got benefits. They were well-intentioned, but they were wrong. We could have saved so much, and nobody else needs to go through that stress and just losing everything that mom and dad worked or your spouse worked to collect over a lifetime. We're there for you, take the stress off your shoulders and help you out.
Steve mentioned Medicaid. Okay, so talk about a little bit about it, and I know there's more information, freeworkshop.com, please attend, but about how Medicaid works into this equation and how complex it is. It's not straightforward.
No, it's not. It's not. Medicaid is, most people don't know this, it's a long-term care program. You just have to qualify for it, and that's what we do. We work with the families to make sure that their loved one is qualified so that they can get the best care possible, but also do it in such a way that the family isn't left devastated because they've blown or they've thrown all the money at the health care. We're there to protect them.
Okay, freeworkshop.com. Larry, what other aspects of that transition into a retirement facility or a senior facility, what kind of other aspects will be discussed? We mentioned Medicaid. We talked about the legal.
It's never too late. There's really 3 variables at the workshop. And if everybody's truthful with themselves, when I ask these questions at the beginning of the workshop, basically it's how many people have someone in a nursing home now or about to go, hands go up. That's crisis planning. The house is burning down, we can still help. The second question is a little variable of that, which is, do we have someone at home who's getting some home health care, maybe doing some rehab, but we might have to go to the nursing home, hands go up. That's pre-crisis planning. There's certainly financial things that Elder Advisors does, along with the legal component of our superstar elder law juicy attorney, Steve Langdon, that we can protect those assets as well. And if there's Juicy, there's Steve. So then the third variable, Kentuckiana, I love what I do. Who would you rather work with? Someone who's just like boring like dried paint that's falling asleep while they're talking to you, or someone that has a zeal and a zest for this stuff that truly loves and has a passion for this? I'm going to go with the latter, Larry Weiss. And then the third variable is pre-planning. Let's just avoid this so our children don't have to go through this in the past. But I do want to kind of come back around to Steve's situation because I had the pleasure of meeting his mother, Carolyn Langdon, who's hopefully watching us today over in Clarksville. Hi, Carolyn. I really am what you think about me. So in any event, and big John Ramsey, love John Ramsey. But Carolyn came to me because she was trying to get her son taken care of who was at the nursing home. And one of the last and the only things I could really do for that family was safeguard money towards a prepaid burial trust. So when we did that, we excluded that money, that otherwise asset, so Medicaid would not count as an asset. It was very much a crisis plan, and since I was brought into that situation at the very last minute, I was able to do that, but that actually brought me together with Steve Langdon, who I had not met at that point, and now we've kind of formed this unofficial referral network where Steve refers the financial clients that he deals with to me, and of course, Elder Advisors, we're not attorneys, we don't give legal advice, that's why we refer them to Steve Langdon, so you don't go broke in a nursing home. Shout out to Alan Ice, you're a hero, baby. You get up every morning, go to work, turn on the electric as an electrician. You're a hero to me, Alan. Hero.
We talked about how much money you can save, but also I think it's important if you're wondering, why should I attend this workshop now? Steve, you can vouch for the fact that the more you get in front of this, the more the assets that you can hold on to, correct?
Oh, that's absolutely true. And what I find is it's really never too late to do something, but really the more proactive you can be, oftentimes the more that you can save. So that's really the key, and especially now we're going through this, this whole situation. Being proactive is the key to it all.
And Steve, let me interrupt. Proactive, the building block is always a power of attorney, and a properly drafted power of attorney that you do as the attorney, because so many people, 32 years marriage, no power of attorney.
Oh, absolutely. You got to have it. Otherwise, you can't help your spouse out or help your mom out or your dad out. And then you're dealing with the courts. And if we could avoid that, to avoid the lawyers and avoid the courts as much as possible, so much the better for the families. Again, we're there to protect them. We're there to take this stress off their shoulders and make sure their loved ones are cared for in the best place possible.
Larry, and I want to reiterate this in our final 30 seconds. Attend the workshops, freeworkshop.com to sign up. And to make sure, for those who are a little apprehensive about the current environment, lots of room, right?
It's a huge ballroom. It's one of the largest rooms that Radisson has there. We're following all the CDC protocols, so I think it's safe for y'all to come out. We'll have plenty of room for people to move around, so you don't go broke in a nursing home. It's at the Radisson in Clarksville, right next to Derby Dinner Playhouse, across the street from Tom Stinnett, centrally located for all Kentuckians, so you don't go broke in a nursing home. Freeworkshop.com.
You're going to get good news.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Good news.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it, is it's good news. You just have to attend, and we encourage you to do so. He's a little entertaining, too, Larry Weiss.
It's called infotainment. If you were more of a television icon like I am, John Ramsey, you would know that.
Steve Langdon, we'll see you tomorrow right here on Wade 3 Listens.